Man is not wired to love only one person.
Okay. Man is not wired to love only one person. They can love multiple.
They can love multiple persons.
When you say man, is it both men and women?
Men and women.
Okay.
As long as you have emotions, your emotion is not wired to only one person. Love is an emotion, whether you like it or not.
It's true.
It's first an emotion before it becomes an action. It's the emotion that drives the action.
Yes, sir.
So with the heart, you feel. So the thing that is called love is an emotion. And love is not the only emotion we have. Right? We have anger. We have fear.
Yes.
We have sadness.
Yes.
We have joy.
Yes.
You are my wife, yes. I ask you this question. Am I the only one that can make you angry in this life?
No.
Am I the only one that can make you sad?
No.
Am I the only one that can make you smile? No. So it means that anything you expose your emotions to, you will respond back by emotions.
Yes. Hello everyone, welcome to AID Community with
Apostle David Imoise.
And I'm your host, Hello David Imoise. And today guys, we're going to be talking about something really exciting, something that has been trending on the internet, and we'll be looking at infidelity in marriages. You know, today if you go to the internet, the first thing you're going to see is header one post on cheating in marriages, fighting between couples because of cheating, divorce rate because of cheating. And the most painful thing is if you check the comment section, you're going to get really surprised and shocked with what people are saying. Like, it is a normal thing for infidelity in marriages. You see people saying men are polygamous in marriages. It is normal for men to cheat in marriage. And if you check another thing that has been happening, if you check the rate of paternity fraud, who are those held responsible? Women.
The women.
So if you're saying men are wired to cheat, it is okay for men to cheat. How come when it comes to paternity fraud, the women are involved? Is it that women also are wired to cheat? So we're going to be looking at this from two angles. If men cheat, women cheat, is it that both gender they are wired to cheat? So this will make me to ask our man of God here today, why do people cheat? I don't want it to be gender-based, why men cheat, why women cheat.
Okay.
If you look at it now, both gender they are involved.
Yeah.
When you hear infidelity, your mind will go to men. Cheating, your mind will go to men. Then when you hear paternity fraud, your mind will go to who? Women. So meaning both gender actually will cheat. So why do people cheat in marriage?
Okay, thank you so much for that lovely question. You see, I will just make it as clear and precise as possible.
Okay, sir.
People cheat in marriage because of simply indiscipline.
Wow.
Yes. Because for you to stay faithful to your loved one, your partner, there have to be a place for discipline. Anybody can cheat.
Yes, anybody can cheat. Yes.
So if you see people that say, I've never cheated on my partner, I've never cheated on my spouse, it's not because they don't have the ability to.
Okay.
Okay. It's simply because they decided not to.
They decided not to.
Yes.
Wow.
So for many persons that say, oh, I don't know why I cheat, it's part of my nature, forget about it. There is no, a man is wired to cheat, a woman is not wired to cheat, blah, blah, blah. This is just an excuse for somebody that is finding it difficult to discipline himself.
In that way, cheating is a choice.
It's a choice.
Wow.
You decide to cheat. Now, for many persons now, cheating is actually not like a choice to them anymore. They're like a prisoner when it comes to cheating. Why? Because whatever you did while you were dating, you become used to.
Wow. Yes.
So many persons, while they were dating, they said to themselves, I beg, it's just relationship. Why should I be faithful to somebody I'm not sure I'm going to get married to? But what they don't know is that being faithful in relationship is not just because of the person you are dating, it's for yourself.
Wow.
You are training yourself to be able to be, comfortable with one person. So in marriage, it will not become difficult for you.
Yes, sir.
If it was difficult for you in relationship, then in marriage, it becomes difficult. So for you that in relationship, cheating is like a normal. In marriage, it also becomes a norm.
Wow.
Because when you have a character practice for a very long time, it becomes a part of you.
Yes.
So it is better not to start something than to start it, get used to it, and then you try to stop it. So once for people think in marriage, I can be faithful, it's just to say, I will not cheat, I won't cheat. It doesn't work like that. Because what you are used to, you will definitely do. So the discipline I'm talking about now shouldn't start in marriage. It should start in relationship. I remember when I was dating back then, I'm using this example, right?
Yes.
So my exes, they'll say, we have never caught you cheat.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, they'll say, we've never caught you cheat. You don't. The simple reason I was doing that, being with just one person, when I'm one person, I don't want to go to another person. It's because of myself. I was teaching myself that it was okay to be with one person. So when I get into marriage, I won't be struggling.
Yes. Yes.
And another reason why people cheat is simply lack of self-control.
Hmm.
Many persons don't have self-control.
That's
You
true.
think they can control themselves, they can't. And for many persons that fall into temptation, the reason they fall into temptation because they trust themselves so much.
Wow. Most
I know
overconfidence.
what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You see somebody post a very beautiful picture online, you are there, you run to the inbox. I know what I'm doing. You have to say, who are you chatting with? I'm not cheating on you. I know what I'm doing. So from I know what I'm doing, it leads to something else. Because if you are building something, you cannot continue building something forever. It must lead to something. So when you don't have self-control, you are pursuing everybody out there, you are complimenting everybody out there, it's probably going to lead to a particular point. And you see something, when ladies cheat and paternity fraud is being seen all over the internet, you see fellow ladies, siding with these ladies, saying, it's not their fault. Go and pray for your husband. Sorry, go and pray for your wife. Because in their mind, they're having gender war. But what they don't know is that anything you can condone, you can do.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Whatever you, thank you. If a part of you sincerely support it, it means you are capable of such.
Of doing it.
You might not have done that yet, but if it is not strange to you, it means you have that ability. You don't just have the chance yet to be able to do it. Wow. That is why it is good to protect yourself. You protect your conscience. You protect your mind. Don't side with this evil when it happens. So when you say a man is wired to cheat, come on. Anybody can cheat. It only takes discipline for someone to say, I don't want to. That's what it is.
So in other words, Apostle is saying, when you're saying it is the nature of man to cheat, don't be surprised. It's also the nature of women to also cheat.
Yeah.
Because both genders actually they do cheat every now and then.
True.
So there's no specific thing like men are polygamous in nature. Guess what? Women also, they are. Because yes, if you really check it.
But they are not coded with their own.
Yes, if people check it, I think I saw one statistic online that they said women are the one that will cheat more than the men. Because men have this mentality like we are wired to cheat. Yeah. So their attention now is asked from the women. They don't even think that women can actually do such things. Yeah. And many of them are doing more than what these men are even doing out there. Correct, yeah. So they just felt that okay, we're wired to cheat, we can move on. But they don't know that the other gender, my gender, they're also wired to cheat. So nobody is out of this cheating game. So infidelity is affecting both the male and the female gender. Answer. So if it's affecting it, is it that there is a force that's actually fighting against this thing, like this marriage thing? Because women cheat and men cheat. Is there any force fighting against it, or just our nature to cheat, or God created us, wired us to just do whatever we want to do with our bodies?
Okay. The truth is that there's a space for nature. There's also a space for demons to influence.
Okay.
But demon cannot just influence someone that doesn't have a trait of weakness.
Wow.
So the Bible says, don't be ignorant of the devices of the devil. So when a demon wants to force a man or want to tempt him, it doesn't force a man, want to tempt a man to cheat, there are traits he looks at in that man's life.
Oh.
Yeah. And when you say we are wired, maybe God wired us to cheat. No. God didn't wire us to cheat. It is just the fall of man that brought about the lack of self-control.
So there's nothing like men are wired to be polygamous.
There's nothing like men are wired to be polygamous.
Okay.
It is just this indiscipline I'm still talking about.
Okay.
We are different from animals. That is why God put this control. That one man to one wife.
That's what I want to get, because when they are saying men are polygamous, it is that God created them to just start sleeping with women up and down. So that is the point I wanted to drive. The will of God. What is the will of God concerning this polygamy in the life of a man? The
will of God is one man to one wife. Okay. God wanted man to populate the earth in the beginning. He still created one woman for one man. Even though one man could have been able to impregnate 10 women at the same time.
But if you're saying God said one man to one woman, but if you look at the Old Testament, which is where most people actually derive that, even God in the olden days, they were able to marry more than one wife. Even Sarah actually gave his mate to Father Abraham. Jacob married more than one woman. So if God allowed them to do that, it means that God actually supported polygamy and all that. Is that what it's all about?
That's not what it means.
Okay, sir.
There is what they call the permissive will of God.
Permissive will of
God. And the perfect will of God.
Can you explain to that?
Now, the permissive will of God is not how God created it to be.
Oh.
But since man was doing it this way, God overlooked. So the Bible said in the days of ignorance, God winked at. He said, but now he calls everyone to come back to repentance. They came to Jesus and said, how can we divorce our wife? Right? And they said, Moses gave us the law that we can. But Jesus said, in the beginning, it was not so. So Jesus went back to the beginning because it was in the beginning when God created the heavens and the earth that God looked at what He created and He said it was very good. So God, from the beginning, gave Adam one wife. As somebody say in Africa, polygamy is nothing. It's a normal thing. We can do as we like. We are not white people came to control us. In Africa, it's a normal nature. We are not Africans now. We are children of God.
How?
We are first children of God before we became African.
Yes, sir.
In fact, Bible say we are from Zion. So if you bear the name Christian, you are supposed to allow the ultimate rule of God to guide you. So the rule of God is what guides us. So we begin to look at what Jesus said. He said, in the old, God spoke to us through prophets.
Yes.
He said, but in this day, He has spoken to us through His Son. So the Son of God said, in the beginning, it was not so. So when we look at marriage, we drive back to the beginning.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So you can see now, we now understand that what the Old Testament men did is not actually the perfect will of God. For the perfect will of God is one man to one woman.
Wife, yeah.
So there's nothing like God wired anybody to be polygamous in nature. Now, but now it has already happened. We have lots and lots and lots of infidelity in marriages.
Yeah.
It is a norm now that is happening. And I think some people might be thinking, since it's already part of them, how can they actually come out of it, those that are in it, then those that are still aspiring to get married and they are still aiming to be faithful, because their mind now is being corrupt that men are polygamous in nature, that we should stop deceiving ourselves. All men do shit. That would have telling women now that remove your mind, all men do shit. But there are still young men that are still thinking, okay, they are not yet, they are not shitting yet. So how can they actually overcome? So the two-in-one question. The first one you're going to treat is how they can actually not fall into that temptation of cheating, how they can cut everything that will actually make them cheat on their spouses.
Okay. Now, thank you so much for that question. The first thing I would say is that the idea of all men cheat is a very demonic idea. It's a stupid idea. Okay. I can boldly hit my hand on my chest and say, I've never cheated on my wife. Yes. I can say this anywhere, anytime, any day.
I can even help you to say it.
I can say that. And I can point majority of people I know, my close pals that I know, I can beat my hand on my chest for them too. Yes. And say they have never cheated. Why? Because for some of these persons, I didn't just know them when they got married. I knew them when they were still dating. So I've observed their lifestyle. Bible says that iron sharpens iron. A cheat will sharpen you to cheat.
That's true.
Any person that doesn't value fidelity in marriage would actually sharpen you to actually follow through infidelity.
Yes.
He said, be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners. So if you really want to stay, faithful to your spouse, you first need to know it is possible. And you first need to know some persons that are faithful. So it shows you that the weakness you have is a personal weakness.
Yes.
It's not a general weakness.
Yes, they should stop generalizing it.
So if it's a personal weakness, it means that you can deal with it.
Yes.
If I am not having that weakness, it means it's possible for you not to have it.
Yes, even though 99% of men have that weakness, if there is 1% that doesn't have it,
why don't you be part of the 1%?
Can be part of the 1%. Yes.
So it's a decision. But I personally have trained myself by the help of the Holy Spirit to be able to understand what it means to stay away from cheating. And I'm going to share this particular point now to many men out there.
For us to hear it, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
So the first thing I got to understand was, man is not wired to love only one person.
Okay. Man is not wired to love only one person. They can love multiple.
They can love multiple persons.
When you say man, is it both men and women?
Men and women.
Okay.
As long as you have emotions. Your emotion is not wired to only one person. Love is an emotion, whether you like it or not.
It's true.
It's first an emotion before it becomes an action. Yes, the emotion that drives the action.
Yes, sir.
So with the heart you feel. So the thing that is called love is an emotion. And love is not the only emotion we have. Right? We have anger. We have fear.
Yes.
We have sadness.
Yes.
We have joy.
Yes.
You are my wife, yes. I ask you this question. Am I the only one that can make you angry in this life?
No.
Am I the only one that can make you sad?
No.
Am I the only one that can make you smile? No. So it means that anything you expose your emotions to, you will respond back by emotions.
Yes.
So also, I'm not the only one that can make you feel loved. The reason you are feeling loved by me alone now is because you are focusing on me alone.
It's true.
We must tell ourselves this truth. When we say, I've never felt this way before until I met you. That's a lie. Because you had an S. And when you were with that S, You also told that ex that you have never felt this way. So that we try to convince ourselves that this one we are in now, this is the main one. But you've forgotten how you used to feel back then.
Wow.
Many of us told our exes that, yes, many of us told our exes that if they should leave us, we're going to die. I can't live without you. And that was exactly how we felt back then. So it shows to you that anybody you pay attention to, you will respond with your emotions.
Wow.
So since I found that I am not a Superman wired to love only one woman, therefore I began to control myself, to control the people I relate with, the kind of attention I give to people.
Yes,
because with attention, emotions will grow.
Wow.
So I knew I wasn't a Superman, then I was careful. So I don't think I am a boss. Nobody can make me love another person. I don't even want to go there. The best way to handle temptation is to flee.
It's true, because obviously there are women finer than me.
Auntie, there are men more handsome, more richer, you know, six-pack, everything. More than
it's
me.
true. And there are women that have good character more than me, that can take care of a man more than me.
If we decide to stay with each other, it's because we have decided to shut out the outside.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to look up there. We want to focus on ourselves. Because if we focus up there, we will see the weaknesses we have. We say, my husband, I've never called me this kind of name. This guy called me.
Wow.
But if you never gave that guy the opportunity to call you such name,
there will be nothing of such.
So the only person
no comparison,
no comparison. So how do we do it? Number one, I know that I am not wired to just love only one person. So I decide to focus on only one woman. I decide to know only one woman. Yes, my attention goes to only one woman so that I will not be tempted. So I'm here now, I'm not tempted. Like I am not tempted. So people now, they are trying to, how do I overcome this temptation? The best way is not to be tempted.
Not to be tempted.
So learn to look and pass. On your social media platform, you will see a lot of beautiful women.
Oh. Right?
Lot of beautiful women. Lot of handsome men. So the thing is, when you focus on those women, a seed has been planted in your heart. You might not cheat that very day. A seed planted in your heart. And you know, one day you'll be driven to just compliment. Casually. Nothing's in your mind. But what you don't know is that as you are doing that, you are already watering that seed.
Wow.
And when you water a seed in the right condition, it will grow.
It will.
You understand? So then you went to inbox. And from there, you guys started chatting. You didn't know that even she to herself, she's open to anybody that comes around. But she doesn't have a home to protect.
Yes.
So you are chatting until one day your wife offends you. Now you have a friend you can run to.
Oh,
that is where it starts from.
Right. It starts from just
thank you.
From normal things. Before you know, no intention.
No intention.
Before you know,
before you know you are communicating. Before you know you want to travel to Abuja. And you remember you have one friend in Abuja. I've never seen her before. But if I'm going to Abuja, I don't have anybody in Abuja expecting me. Sir. I don't have anybody in Benue expecting me. So, you know, when we got married newly, when we started dating, you checked my social media platform and you asked me one question. Why don't you reply messages?
It's true,
and I said, is that the problem now? So the issue is not why I'm chatting with ladies, but why I don't reply. I said, this is the very reason why I don't reply. People call me rude. If you go to my WhatsApp messages, you will see, oh, maybe I don't reply. And anybody I reply, I make sure I converse with my wife about that person.
Yes, sir.
And I make sure I also inform them that my wife knows about you.
Yes.
Yes. So it's for a reason. That is why I do that. And it's not, we are not keeping a communication consistently. So the reason I am running is because I don't want to have something to be dealing with in my heart. I don't want to have anybody to fall back to when I and my wife have issues. Yes, I don't want to have anybody to compare my wife's character with. I don't want to have anybody to compare the emotions with. Because it's from clap the enter dance.
It's true.
So you want to run away from temptation, then you must do it before the seed germinates.
Yes,
you see a lady that you are very interested in, each time you see a picture, sincerely speaking, your body changes. Oga, go to that place and mute her or what?
Block her.
It's not even block. There's a way you can unfollow.
Yes.
So you won't be seeing her content.
Yes.
If she comes to inbox and chat your hi, you must not reply hello to every eye.
It's true.
So temptation starts from the heart before it becomes an action. As a lady, you see this man, each time your friend is talking about this man is too fine. You want to show you the picture. Don't tell them you are not interested. Don't look, don't gaze. Don't even if it's your favorite celebrity, whatever. Don't look at the picture. Don't stay there because you'll be tempted one day. And again, cut away friends that openly cheat.
Wow.
Friends that tell you, hey, you the doll, oh, how can you be eating only one soup? Those kind of friends, you don't need them around because one day you and your person will have a very strong misunderstanding. And then that advice will make more sense to you. Wow. Because the seed has been sown.
Oh.
So you want to run away from infidelity, you must do it from a very young stage. Cut away everything that might grow and lead to that particular event.
Even in your relationship, not just in marriage.
Even in relationship,
start being faithful now.
Cut them away. Leave. See, you need to you need to abstain from things that will tempt you. When Potiphar's wife grabbed Joseph, the Bible said he fled.
Yes, sir.
He ran. He left and ran away. So run away from those Instagram baddies. She run away from them because one day you'll be tempted, and you might think, this was past my level now. What will I do? You might have money, and with money comes silly pride.
Yes, yes.
So when money comes, why say, what is it? Am I not giving you food at home? Am I not providing for you? But one time you forgot you made a vow on the altar that I will never cheat on you, faithful to you. So you want to remain faithful. Understand you are not a Superman, and therefore help yourself by abstaining from these persons that are able to tempt you. That's what it is.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. So the other part of the question, before we move to that one, you can see, know that you are not wired to love only one person. You can love different people. That's the first way for you to avoid infidelity in marriage. You can actually love one person. So you're more than one person, but you have to make a decision to love just one person. So the other one, those that are into it, how can they now? Is there a way for them?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You as a married man, you don't need to be afraid of being rude. So it is better you call me rude than you call me a cheat.
Okay.
So see, there's no need to paint it. I am married. I want to be faithful to my wife and end this relationship. I say, but I already love the person. Are you a fool? You want to scatter your home? Didn't you feel the same way for your wife when you know you're married her? You also feel that special way for your wife when you know you're married her. So this one you think is very special. There's nothing special in it. It is because anything that is a sin is sweet.
Yes, sir.
For your flesh, it is sweet. So cut it if you still marry that person now. You find that even your wife is better than that person. So don't continue to pamper it to say, I know what I'm doing, I'm planning to end it. You don't plan to end evil relationship. You end it immediately. You cut it from the root. So you're already inside. Tell yourself, I can be more than this. One thing I love about myself is that I love the fact that I can be sincere when I tell my wife I love you.
Wow.
There's no other person out there that can. Sometimes you tell your wife something, you know you are foolish. You need to only have a very bad conscience for you not to be able to feel it.
Wow.
That's my point. And when you are faithful to your partner, don't take it as if it's a big deal. It's supposed to be the normal as a Christian. Don't say, me that is faithful to you. You know what other men are doing out there. It doesn't concern what other men are doing out there.
Wow, it doesn't concern me.
Yes, this is what I promised my wife when I got married to her. I should be able to fulfill that. You know, my wife, see, I should be thinking, my wife, is she cheating on me? The marriage is already heading towards downhill. It's going to crash. There are certain thoughts that should not cross the mind of your partner towards you. It's an insult. The thought of cheating and the rest is a very big insult. They should just know when you come to this area, forget it. My partner has peace.
Wow.
In this particular area. Look at women now. Do you know what it means for a married woman? You are married. They put money for your head. You stoop so low because you could not by any means control your stupid past lifestyle. You allow your past lifestyle to follow you down to marriage. You allow a man that didn't put money on your head to touch your body, take away your clothes. You have children at home.
Wow.
Take away your, like, how did it lead to that? And it's leading to, and you clean yourself up and you come back and see, oh, Shahila Bruna Ika. This is filth. This is filth from the pit of hell. It's filth from both gender now. And the worst part of it now is that you get pregnant. Imagine the grief. You don't understand the grievous sin. And you take that child and you give it to your innocent husband and he's training that child. You have destroyed two persons' life. Your husband's life and the child's life. Because when your husband, there's nothing hidden other than his son that will not be revealed.
Wow.
When your husband finds out that child is not his own, there's a beef and hatred. And everybody that knows matter, maybe your husband goes a separate way. You already put a stigma to that child.
It's true.
The child that was born out of this, the mother did this. So forever it remains like that. That is why somebody is supposed to be able to control themselves. If you don't control yourself, yourself will control you. So that's what it is.
I've learned a lot today, and I guess you've learned a lot. Infidelity in marriage is not something that is the perfect will of God for us, and we can remain faithful if we choose to. I've also highlighted the ways we can actually do that. Know that you can love multiple people. Then cut out every one other person that you can open your emotions to. So guys, there's a lot of questions I want to ask Apostle. We're going to leave it next for our next episode. So thank you guys for staying with us. Have a blessed day. Anything for my people?
Yes, guys, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like this particular video, share the video so more persons can see it.
Yes.
As you share it, we stand a chance to actually bless the lives of more persons. I trust you will do just that. See you in our next episode. Bye bye. God
Bye
bless
bye
you.
bye bye.